Okay, so let's talk about creating customers and prospects. So from the dashboard, you can see we have two buttons here for creating new customers and new prospects. The only difference between the two buttons is the status that that new customer begins with. So a prospect is basically a lead that you have not created a contract for. They're not actually a customer who owes you money or anything like that. Prospects do not sync to QuickBooks, so it waits for the prospect to become a customer before it goes to QuickBooks. So you'll be able to run reporting showing, give me all my prospects that have not converted into customers, things like that. You can create new customers and prospects using these buttons. You can also come up here to the sales button, create new prospects and customers from there. You can also create prospects and customers directly from the quotes and contracts. If you're creating a new quote or contract, you can do it directly from there. So I'm going to click New Prospect here. Now on this form, in the top left you can see we have the name of that customer. The name of the customer will get built out automatically based on what you enter into the company first and last name. So let's say this is ABC Construction, the name of this customer. I'll go ahead and fix that over there. So you can see that once you've entered that information, it does put that up here automatically. You can change this, so if you want the name to be different than the company name, you can do that. You also don't have to type a company first and last name. You can use just the name if you want to. Down below that, it knows that I'm logged in as a user named James, so it puts my name in there as the salesperson. The balance of this customer will come from QuickBooks once there's a balance. And the status here will go from prospect to customer once you're ready to do that. On the right-hand side of this section, we have advertising type. So this is where the customer heard about you. You can fill out this list in the data list, so you can modify what's in here. So maybe this one came from a radio ad, and it was ad number 234. All this will be used in the reporting later on whenever you create jobs for this customer. Job types are also a data list that you can fill in. You can select from that list that you've created, fill that out. Each job type has a set of price levels, and those will default over to the job. Everything that we're entering here is going to default to any jobs that are created for this prospect. The tax group, is this customer taxable, non-taxable? Going to say sales tax. If they have an account number with you, or if they have a resale number that you need to do, maybe it's a tax exempt resale number, you can go ahead and put that in as well. Next, we'll fill out their address information. So let's go ahead and put in, let's see. There. Just fill it all out just like you would normally do in just about any system in the world here. We'll go ahead and put in Henry as the contact, and there we go. And let's just say Henry at henry.com. There we go. Now, if I want to, I can copy this over to job site information, and that'll make it the same. If it is if they have multiple job site addresses, you can create multiples. If you create multiple job site addresses, you can select one here as the default. So for our purposes today, I'll just copy this over. But you can create as many as you'd like for each customer. And designers and things will get different addresses. So you can name them whatever you'd like. I'm just going to call this one address 1. It does bring everything over. You can change it though. You can make these inactive. It will not allow you to create two addresses, two job site addresses with the same name. So you will have to make those with unique names. And that's the prospect. You can see here we've got customer job information, any transactions that get created for them. And you can also create new customer jobs, quotes, and contracts directly from here. So let's go ahead and convert this over to a customer record. We'll change that from prospect to customer. What that's going to do is, and this is now going to immediately sync into QuickBooks as a customer. So it waits for you to do that toggle. Talk about customer jobs. So inside of QuickBooks, there's a mechanism. It's also called customer jobs. Basically what it is it allows you to create a hierarchical view of the customer based on the jobs. So you're going to have ABC Construction, but then as a sub-customer to ABC Construction, you'll have another job. So if I click Create, we'll do New Customer Job here. All the information is going to come over for the most part. Everything fills in for you. It uses the defaults from the customer record. Now this job name might be, let's say if this was a commercial customer and you're doing 4 buildings and you're doing them over several months. So maybe this is building 1. What this is going to allow you to do is now create all of your quotes, your contracts, your purchase orders, your work orders, your payment records, everything tied back to this building 1 job. So it's an organizational structure. All of it rolls on up to ABC Construction, the main customer record, but it's all tied directly to building 1. So it's a really nice feature that allows you to organize it. If you're doing primarily retail, you're probably not going to use that very much, although a lot of retail, you'll end up doing a lot of designer work. And with designers, this is a very great feature because then each of the designer's customers would become a customer job. So you would actually have the homeowner's name as a job name here, and the job site address, the default job site address for this customer job would be that customer name, that customer's address. So the billing address is your designer, the job site address is the homeowner. And that is how you do customer jobs. Now, from the customer, you can create new quotes and contracts. So if I do a new quote contract from here, it does pull everything in for me so I don't have to fill it out. You can also go from the other direction. So from the dashboard, I can click New Quote, and it automatically fills in, or it pulls up a new quote, and then I have to select the billing information. So you can go from either direction. Notice it does pull in all of the information from that customer, so it knows it's taxable, it knows who the sales rep is, everything about it comes through automatically. And that's customers and customer jobs.